much elated that we had an election in Zimbabwe that was not marred by violence and peaceful. We now need to work with the Zimbabweans for the prosperity of this country, for the success of this country, because that is the success of our region. In the context of regional integration, it is important that Zimbabwe must prosper, and that possibility is there. We are opposed to any form of sanctions against countries, closing them out from trading and so on, because that impoverish the ordinary people in the streets. And as the African National Congress, we don't subscribe to regime change. We respect the will of the people and the sovereignty of nation states. We know what imposition of unilateralism has done to nation states. You can take Iraq, Afghanistan, and Libya. There is absolute lawlessness there. This is not what we want here in our region. And we wish Zimbabweans a peaceful and a prosperous country going into the future. And if there are disputes, we respect the countries within their laws to settle any form of dispute that arise as a result of an election. If there's any observer mission that has made its own observations, it is within their right, but observer missions can't impose themselves on countries and subvert democracy and undermine the laws that govern a country. Observer mission observations can be used by a country in organizing better elections going into the future. So nonetheless, we ourselves as the ANC, we sent a delegation when we were invited to come to Zimbabwe to observe the election, and we participated in the observation of the election. So we're not speaking from ivory towers. We talk what we know. We were here. Our people were here, monitored, went around and all of that. ZANU PF emerged victorious as declared by the Electoral Committee. There was opposition, it is strong, but according to the elections and the outcome, they have lost. But if there are disputes, like I said, we believe that is for Zimbabweans, guided by their own constitution and their laws, to settle their dispute. We are very happy. We came here to congratulate the President Emmerson Mnangagwa as the elected president of this country as the African National Congress. Thank you very much.
They are going to approach SADC nations to raise their concerns, which were similar to the report released by the
America can't give anyone lecture about elections. They themselves could not settle their own disputes. Donald Trump, at some point, if you remember, not so long ago, there was a big fight and war there in the Capitol House in the United States of America. So America is not a world policeman. They must respect Zimbabwe's independence, and they must lift the sanctions against Zimbabwe. They must respect sovereignty of states, and that is what is important. As the ANC, we don't subscribe to a superpower imposing itself on the democratic processes of another country.